Hello everyone, welcome to Gospel CD. Guys, I'm not going to talk too much. I just want you to listen to this lady. It is very important. It is January, the new year, and everybody that are seeking for work, they may come across this warning. This is a warning. Pay attention, do your due diligence, and make sure that you do not find yourself scammed. There is no job that you are seeking that is going to ask you to pay money. I repeat, there's no job anywhere in the world. In order for you to get it, you need to pay certain amount of money. Do we understand each other? Even if they say, hey, listen, we are going to do 1, 2, 3 on your behalf, you need to pay so much. Don't do it, especially if it's concerning your identity documents with your ID number, because this is how identity thefts are conducted. Next thing, you are married. If you're not married, there are accounts that are open on your behalf. And the next thing, the taxman and all these other people are knocking on your door for something that you have no clue about. So please, share this video as far and wide as you can so that no any other person, especially the little kids that I just finished matric, they are looking for work, and probably some of them are desperate. Please, 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 there are work online. There are jobs online. There are jobs that you can work from the comfort of your own home. I've brought you guys these jobs before. However, there are scammers as well out there. Those are the people that you need to be vigilant of. And this lady is showing you how one of those companies tried her. And thankfully, she's got some investigative skills of her own, even though they're maybe a bit amateur, but still investigative skills that she did so that she can protect her identity document, ID number. Because the things that we're asking of her, that is scam. Scream scam. So please listen to her. And yeah, comment down below and let me know if you ever came across something like this. If you have, please, whatever you do, inform the police. Goodbye.
Hi. So a couple of days ago, I had applied for a position on this website called JobsLin. Anyway, the day after I submit my application, I receive an email, and in the email, very professional email. Okay, if you are someone who is currently applying for jobs, you know how it is when you submit like a bunch of applications and now you're just like responding to those applications. So during I'm responding to all these applications, I see this email. So the email lists that there's an interview that they have selected me for that is taking place tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. And it is for a job that I had applied for the day before. So in the email, it has like a list of documents that are required before you have the interview, including like your CV. I actually want a list of everything: your CV, your ID, proof of qualifications, police clearance certificate issued within the last 3 months, an ITC report, which is like your credit score, proof of residence, tax clearance certificates, and employment reference letters. So mind you, a police clearance certificate in South Africa takes a minimum of 4 to 6 weeks to get. This is after your application. And it lasts for up to 6 months. But in this email, they say that you need one that has been issued within the last 3 months, which is unnecessary. Anyway, most of these things I think are normal. But a lot of these documents should only be required after you get the job. Why do you want my ID when you have not hired me for the job? You are not including me in your company. Also, why do you need my ID if you are already asking me for my ITC report? You're asking me for the police clearance. You don't need my ID to do any background checks because I'm doing it myself. Anyway, the email goes on to say that if you do not have a police clearance or ITC report, which I'm assuming most people would not have a police clearance just sitting around that is relevant within the last 3 months, then you can contact a trusted consultant, Vanessa Makwanazi, for assistance, and they list her number and her telephone number, as well as a fee for obtaining these documents. So at this point, I was like, okay, that is very shady. It's feeling like a scam. So I decided to do some more research, and on the company website, So on the company website, this is the company. The company is called Customer First Solutions. The company has the address listed on the website. By the way, this is very legal because this is on their public website, and it is 51 Matroosburg Road, Newlands, Pretoria. And then there are the cell phone numbers, and one of these numbers coincidentally matches the elusive Vanessa Makwanazi. And then they have their email, which is very professional because they even have a company domain. So anyway, so I go and I search the company address, and it is listed as an office park in Pretoria, which is called Riverwalk Office Park in Ashleigh Gardens in Pretoria. I have no idea where that is. So on the email, it also states that there's an induction at the company, which is happening on the 13th of January. So I call the office park and I'm like, hey, do you have a company by the name of Customer First that is located in your office park building? Because the office park building is actually listed on a real estate website for commercial property. So there are offices in that building that are up for rent at this present moment. So I spoke to a lady who was very nice. Immediately she said no. So then I asked her, I was like, okay, so what companies do you have in your office park? She listed off like a bunch of companies. None of them sound remotely similar to the name or sound like they could provide any of the same services. I'm just so shocked. So me being the person that I am, I'm like, okay, this website is very legit. So I go to the website, and then there is a website called Whois. And this is a tip for everybody that is also applying for work. You can use this website. It's whois.com, and it lets you search different website domains, and you can find out information like the creator of the website, when was the website created, who is hosting the website. So I go on Whois, and the website is hosted by AfriHost, and the website was created on the 2nd of January 2025. The author of the website has been hidden. You can hide the author of your website. They have hidden it. And there is no more information available about this website. But basically, the fact that this website was created 7 days ago, and it's not make sure. So I don't stop there. I go to the Biz portal. bizportal.gov.za is where you can search different businesses and find out if they are registered in South Africa. So I search Company First Solutions with the FIRST, and it comes up as being registered. So my mom and I did call one of the people at this business, and immediately when we call them, the guy said, are you looking for such and such business with the exact same name? If you are, this is not that business. So there is another business listed under the same name that is not the business. He says, our business is located in Randburg. So anyway, I search Company First 1ST Solutions on the Biz portal, and nothing comes up at all for this business. So I just want to highlight some red flags that I noticed in the email upon like a second proper thorough glance. Number one being that I received this email on the 8th of January. And in the email, they have 2 deadlines for the submission of the documentation. The first one is the 8th. So they sent me the email on the first date of the first deadline. The second and final deadline is on the 9th of January, which is literally the day after the primary deadline. I have been chatting with the elusive Vanessa Makwanazi, and she told me that if I cannot submit all the documents in time, I cannot attend the interview. This is not normal because, mind you, I had already applied for this job on JobsLyn. And in my application, I had submitted my CV with information about myself. And then finally, in my investigation, so there were 3 numbers that are linked to this company. The first one is under Vanessa Makwanazi on Truecaller. The second one is under a man named Evans. And the third one is under the name of the company, which is Company 1ST Solutions. An important thing to note is that on Truecaller, you can actually go and change your information. So even if Vanessa is not the owner of the phone number, or if that's not her real name, she could have still changed who the number is listed as on Truecaller. Another thing is that I said to this lady that I was chatting to, I eventually did get to speak to her on the phone. And she said that if I can get all my documents by myself, I can attend the interview. And my question then is, I get those documents, I attend the interview. What is the plan? Because there is no building. This business does not have a building. So it's a bit shady. It's a little bit scary. Another thing is that they made it seem like, and even when in my question to her, it was then confirmed that it's not compulsory to pay this money. If you can get these documents and give them your documents, that's fine. Like, you can attend the interview. So, yeah, what kind of a scam is this? Is it a money scam? Is it to get your documents and maybe take out a home loan in your name? Is it a trafficking scam? Let's be serious. And in conclusion, this morning, I received another email from them. So I didn't meet the deadline from yesterday, but it doesn't matter because they really want this money. And secondly, I received an email saying that your application for such and such position has been reviewed. So it's either these people knew that I had applied for that other position, or they had taken a chance, but the real company messaged me today. Scary.